Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. This time it's a non-short Minecraft video, and we're just going to be talking about the Pale Garden and the new Snapshot. The Pale Garden is going to be coming in the winter drop, and I think it's probably one of my favorite new biomes. It has one of my new favorite blocks. It has a lot of neat little aesthetic things, like these moss carpets growing up the side of blocks, but I think we're nearing perfection, and there are a few things that I think can make it even better. And the first one's probably very obvious: a little bit of fog. Now obviously I did this by just reducing my render distance, but I feel like having some fog in the background of the Pale Forest would really go a long way. This alone really adds to the spooky vibe of the biome, and I think that this little addition will probably make it look a lot spookier. Now, if we change the time to night, you can actually look up and notice that, it's still pretty starry, even with the low render distance. That's because of the skybox. And I think that in this biome, you shouldn't be able to see the sky. I feel like it should be pitch black, no moon, no stars. Maybe you could just make the moon a little blurry. Along with that, I think the biome needs a little bit of particle treatment, sort of like how the basalt deltas in the nether work. Just having those little particle effects to really bring everything together, make it look extra spooky. And of course, this is probably not the newest suggestion. This is probably the best opportunity for them to add white pumpkins to the game. Just another variation of an already existing block. Not only because, the pale biome and adding a new pale block would be great, but also because we already have a white pumpkin in story mode. I don't really play story mode, but I just think this will look cool. And now for my last suggestion, I am going to increase my render distance again, and you're probably going to notice something a little bit weird. We're in the middle of a swamp biome. And the reason for being in a swamp is a little bit interesting, because I saw this suggestion. Oh, I'm gonna burp. And the reason we're in a swamp is because someone on Twitter mentioned that they feel like the Pale Garden would fit better in a more marshy and cold environment. And honestly, I agree. If you look at these trees compared to the swamp trees with their unique hanging vines and their hanging moss, they look pretty similar. That, along with the color of everything, it just feels very cold, and I feel like it would really benefit from being in a marsh instead of in the mountains. I also think that they should make the biome a bit bigger, because currently when you find the Pale Garden, it's like in a small section next to a dark oak forest. And while that makes sense because it's meant to be a variation of the dark oak forest, I don't think that really looks that good. And usually the biome is really small. Like, you'll probably get like a couple blocks across, if anything. Like, the biggest biome I probably saw was in the video talking about the Snapshot. So having it be a bit more vast and foggy would really make it feel more unique. Yeah, those are some little things I think they should really add to the biome to make it really top tier. And of course, I'm going to be building with this block so much, because look at that. Look at that. I probably should have used that color for the pumpkins, actually. That would have been nice. Anyway, I'm gonna go play Tactical Breach Wizards now. So, I'll see you then.